Well, after a pretty rough end to last week, markets finally found some footing yesterday. Hey everyone, it's Tuesday morning, June 9th, and welcome back to Capital Markets Quickie. I'm your host, Endrit Sella, here to break down yesterday's market action in just 2 minutes. Quick note before we dive in. Today's episode is brought to you by AMF Capital Asset Management Frankfurt. Learn more about our funds and strategies at amf-capital.de. Alright, let's get started. U.S. stocks bounced back on Monday, led by technology shares as investors stepped back into the market following Friday's sharp sell-off. The Dow Jones slipped about 0.2%, but the Standard & Poor's 500 gained roughly 0.3%, while the Nasdaq Composite jumped around 0.9%. Now remember, just a few days ago the Nasdaq had dropped around 4%, and the Standard & Poor's 500 ended its impressive 9-week winning streak. Investors had been rotating out of semiconductor stocks and into more defensive sectors after a strong May jobs report increased expectations that the Federal Reserve could still raise interest rates later this year. Yesterday, however, some confidence returned to the AI trade. Nvidia moved higher after CEO Jensen Huang suggested the recent weakness could be a buying opportunity. Micron surged roughly 9%, while Nvidia added about 2%. Meanwhile, geopolitics remained firmly on investors' radar. Oil prices initially jumped after renewed military action between Iran and Israel raised concerns about the fragile ceasefire in the Middle East. Prices later pulled back after Iran indicated that its military operations had ended. Looking ahead, investors will be closely watching tomorrow's inflation data, which could provide fresh clues about the path of interest rates. Also, on the calendar are Oracle earnings later this week and, of course, the highly anticipated SpaceX IPO, which could become the largest public offering ever. Alright, that's it for today's Capital Markets Quickie. If you found this helpful, hit subscribe and stay in the loop. See you tomorrow morning.